Hello, my name is Rob Garner. I'm a computer programming instructor, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to use basic math expressions in Python. So I'm going to open up Visual Studio Code, and we always want to be in a folder. So I'm going to open up a folder, and I'll go to my repos, my 1220 folder, and I'm going to create a new folder here called math expressions. And then I'll open up that folder. As you can see, up here on the left, if you click this icon, the Explorer icon, you can see that we are in the math expressions directory. And I'm going to create a math expressions .py for Python program. So before we may have done print hello world, and once we do that, so to run it, we can go here and click Run Python File. We can also go to Run Start Debugging. I'm going to use this, Start Debugging. And it's going to ask us how we want to run this. It says Suggested Python Debugger, so I'm going to run that. And then it's going to ask us what we want to run. Well, we want this Python file, so we'll pick that. And from then on, it's a little easier. We'll see that it just runs. And if I hit F5, it'll run again. I can hit this button and it runs as well. So I usually like to just hit F5 at this point to get the program to run. So how can we do math? Well, we can actually use this as a calculator right here in the print statement. If I say print 5 and I run that, you can see that it displays the number 5 down here. If I were to say 700 and I run that, it'll display that. I can also do this. I can say print 5 plus 3. And it'll display 8. Now, this works really nice, but it'd be nice to know when we're printing out what is this about. And you can actually combine text. Here, the sum of 5 and 3 is, and then put a comma. And if I run that, you can see it says the 5 and 3 is 8. Or I could just maybe do this, 5 plus 3 equals, and run this one. And you'll see that it displays this. Now, understand that this right here is a string. It's just some text. It's just displaying that. In fact, watch what happens. If I take this away and just run it, it displays that part. If I display 5 plus 3, it displays 8. If I do both, this is doing math, this is just a string, and then we can see that we get 5 plus 3 equals 8. And it's just giving us a label. So we could, we can do a lot of different math. Here we could say, what's 10 minus 4? That says 6, And if I wanted to put a little label on there so I could see what it was, I could just do this. Just put some text so that when it displays, I can see, oh, okay, that's what that 6 is about. It's 10 minus 4. It's just giving me a label. And we can do a bunch of math. So I won't do the labels here. In the examples, they have that. But, for example, 6 times 2. So the asterisk is used for multiplication. And we can see that does, in fact, do multiplication. If we want to do division, we just use a slash. So slash 4, 20 divided by 4 should give us 5. And we see that it does, in fact, give us 5. And we can do more complex operations. We could do 5 plus 3 times 2. And if we were to think about this, well, what should this be? Will this be 5 plus 3 is 8, and then 2 times 8 is 16? Or will it be 3 times 2 is 6 plus 5 is 11? So if you remember your order of operations, this actually gives us 11 because it does all the multiplications and divisions first, and then it does the addition. If we wanted this to be different, we could put parentheses around the 3. So this says, hey, do this math operation first, then multiply it by 2. Then take the result and pass it to the print statement so it gets displayed on the screen. And that's what we get. We get 16. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. And then we get this. We can, so that's basic arithmetic. And you can make big complex formulas just by combining addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and parentheses. We can also do exponentiation. If I do this, this is 2 raised to the 3rd power. And we can see that that is in fact 8. Another operation we have is the modulus operation. Let's look at this. If we say 10 divided by 3, we get 3.333 repeating. We can actually say, hey, I want that to be integer math. And if I put double slash, what this will do is this will say, give me 10 by 3, but don't give me the decimal part. Well, that's 3. So 3 goes into 10 3 times, but there's a remainder. If we wanted the remainder, we can do this. So this says divide 10 by 3 and just give me the remainder. And we see we get 1. If I did 11 divided by 3 and give me the remainder, I would get 2. If I do 12 divided by 3 and give me the remainder, I get 0. If I do 13 divided by 3 and give me the remainder, I get 1. If I do 14 divided by 3 and give me the remainder, I get 2. And if I do 15 divided by 3 and give me the remainder, I get 0 again because 3 goes into 15 3 times. So what you could do is if you want to see print, say, 15 divided by 3, and we'll do integer division so that it's just the integer. And we could say this is the division operation, and this is the remainder. And then we could change this to, say, 13. You can see that 3 goes to 13 4 times with 1 remainder. So sometimes you want to do math and you don't want it to get you don't want to get the decimal part. So if I said decimal division, we can say 13 divided by 3 this way, and we can see that decimal division is 4.333. Integer division is just that. And then the modulus operator gives us the remainder. So different ways we can do division using either integer division or decimal division. Thank you very much.